What's going on, everybody? My name is LeakyTapsMan and this is another This Week in Gaming number 48, where I bring you up to date with everything in the world of video games. News, rumours, speculation, I've got it all, and I'm going to level with you this week. There is sweet bugger all in terms of massive news. But there's a few bits of interesting news. I can't dictate how the world of games works. I'm not going to make up news. I'm not going to exaggerate small truths. I'm just going to tell you how it is. But the stuff that has gone on this week, I will analyse the balls out of it. So let's get going. Okay, some mixed news for Capcom. Here's some good news. Resident Evil 6 has shipped 4.5 million copies in its first week and it's become the fastest selling Resident Evil of all time. Fantastic news for them. What's the bad news, I hear you're asking? Well, it's getting absolutely slaughtered in the reviews, and I mean slaughtered. It is getting really bad scores. And I don't want to be that guy that said, I told you so, but go back to my E3 video and I said Resident Evil 6 looked crap, and lo and behold, it is crap. Or at least that's the opinion of many top reviewers, so I don't like being the harbinger of doom, but I'll do it if I have to. And it also goes to show that regardless of a game's quality, a name will sell a game, and the Resident Evil name obviously still carries a lot of weight, a lot more than I thought it did, to be honest. I thought Resident Evil 5 and Operation Raccoon City in particular tarnished the name beyond repair, but I suppose not. Alright, some Xbox news this week. Xbox Music, this is the service that obviously allows you to stream music onto your Xbox. It's something akin to Last.fm, I guess would be a comparison. Anyway, multiple sources that are familiar with Microsoft, they've said that it's going to launch the same time as Windows 8, which will be an October 26th release. And similar to Spotify, it'll feature a free model with adverts and a premium model without adverts. Whilst I'm not outright interested in this service as a whole, if they made it that we could listen to this music during our games, then I would be pretty excited about it, but I don't know what the status is on that front. I'm assuming that you can't, seeing as you can't with Last.fm. And keeping in line with Xbox news, Microsoft announced this week that they are doing an achievement reward system, finally, where basically if you get a certain amount of gamer score, you get rewarded back. Now, before you get your hopes up, these are quite meagre rewards, and meagre's putting it politely. There's 3 tiers. The first tier is 3,000 points up until 9,999, where you get a gift on your birthday. And then the second tier is 10,000 to 24,999, where you get a permanent 1% discount on all DLC and basically virtual purchases in general. And then anything above 25,000 you get a 2% discount on all virtual purchases, which is better than nothing. I mean, I didn't expect a huge reward from Microsoft. They are a business after all. I personally would have liked to see another tier, maybe above 50,000 or even 100,000, to reward the very hardcore gamers. But like I say, something's better than nothing. Okay, some Wii U news now, and it's been rumoured this week that Nintendo are going to be offering Gamecube games in their virtual console. Now, this has kind of been hinted at before, and when they've been questioned about it, Nintendo, they've been quite coy and they've never given an outright denial, which would suggest that this will happen. Supposedly, they're going to just be offering key titles, so you can expect exclusive games like Super Mario Sunshine, Super Smash Bros. Melee, Mario Kart Double Dash. All fantastic games. I imagine they'll just bring out exclusive games, but it's a great chance to pick up these classics if you've never tried them before. But keep in mind, this is a rumour, it's not 100% confirmed. It's just, I would personally err it on the side of probable rather than improbable. Okay, some quite big news for Minecraft on the 360. It's getting quite soon, no word on the actual release date, but it's getting 1.8.2, which is an update that brings creative mode, where obviously you can use unlimited resources to build whatever you wish. I could have done with that personally for my subscriber giveaway. It also brings sprinting and a whole bunch of other things, which I won't bore you with. But it's nice to see Minecraft getting sizable support post-release. I know this is all stuff that 4J Studios said they would do, but they're at least keeping to their word and not taking the mickey in terms of bringing it out within a reasonable time. And finally, yet another collection has been announced for the PlayStation 3, this time it's Resistance. So this includes all 3 games, Resistance Fall of Man and 2 and 3. It will include Move and 3D support, but it didn't specify whether they will be for all 3 games or just the 3rd game. Also no word on whether trophies will be included for the first, because it didn't actually have them. It will be out this winter, and if you've never touched the Resistance franchise and you're an FPS fan and you have a PS3, definitely pick this up. I guarantee you'll really enjoy at least one of those games. They're quite different to each other in many ways, but they're all thoroughly enjoyable. I personally absolutely love 3, so be sure to check it out. Okay, so that summarises everything that's gone on this week in the world of video games, and I'll apologise for not getting my video out which I promised, which was games that need sequels, and I was going to start with RPGs. That was the general consensus in terms of voting. The reason why it didn't come out was because I did something I never thought I would do, and that is overtime at work, so I really just haven't had much time, and when I get back at about 10 o'clock at night I really don't feel like making a video, to be honest. But I've got a lot more free time this week. I'll do RPGs. I've recorded the audio for platformers and Wii U titles that need sequels, so one of those will also be out this week. And just to reiterate what I mentioned before, next wish list is Resistance 4, and my whole little mini indie series, quote unquote, is coming in the near future. I actually need a title for this, so if you can think of anything to do with indie games, or not necessarily indie games, but downloadable games, because I also want to do like arcade and PSN games, which have maybe gone under the radar. So any suggestions would be greatly appreciated, because I'm not all that creative in that department. But a huge thank you for watching. Apologies if the news was a bit crummy, but you know, like I say, I can only work with what I get. Hugs and kisses. Goodbye.